the Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2 wide banana seal. You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
What up, everybody? I know we've had a little bit of an absence, a little bit of a lull in the TTT content, but we're back, and we're better than ever, and that's for damn sure. Whoa! It is your boy, Riley Puddin Peters, with me, as always, defensive backs quality control coach, the Dr. Preston Rowe. And in this episode, we're going to talk about Washington Huskies versus the Oregon State Beavers.
Yep.
I mean, this was a great game. A great game. An absolute shootout. A Pac-12 classic.
Soon to be the Pac-2.
Or the Pac-0.
Unfortunately.
The no pack at all.
Yep.
The I didn't pack.
True.
But so I really think for me this was a battle of very strong quarterbacks. Obviously two very talented teams around them, but two very strong quarterbacks.
One showed up and one didn't this game.
Yeah. For sure.
And Riley, you have some experience with the one that didn't show up.
I have a lot of experience with him not showing up as well.
True. So
him wearing orange and not showing up, it was a flashback.
Yes, dude. So number 5, Washington. First of all, just shout out to Washington. I don't think people realize how good this Washington team is. They are number 5 in the country. They're 11-0. They beat.
No, they're number 4 now.
Oh yeah, they're number 4 now. During this game, they were number 5. I mean, but dude, they're 11-0. They're 8-0 in the conference. They beat Oregon, and Oregon State, they were ranked 11th going into this game. Washington, they go on the road and they beat the 11th ranked Oregon State Beavers 22-20. And honestly, Riley, we kind of talked about it a little bit. Story of this game was just the quarterback play, and one quarterback turned the ball over and the other quarterback didn't. That was really kind of the story of the game. It's really hard to win a top 11 matchup if you turn the ball over as much as Oregon State did.
I mean, it has been the song and story of DJ Uiagalelei. I will say this year he's looked definitely has looked the best that he's ever looked. Definitely looked way better than he looked at Clemson at any point.
True.
But it has been turnovers and clutch games have been his song and story, baby. We just I mean, like you can see from the score line 22-20, like a safety was the difference.
Safety was the difference. And
we're not talking about the defensive position.
True.
Like, if you're allowing stuff like that to happen, I mean, I think it goes without saying, if you let up a safety, something sloppy happened. It doesn't matter if it's offense or special teams. If you're allowing a safety, you messed up.
True. I mean, Oregon State, they turned the ball over 3 times. They lost the fumble. They also threw 2 interceptions. I mean, DJ Uiagalelei was 15 of 31 for only 164 yards. In college football, that's really bad. Like, that's really bad in college football, only throwing for 164 yards. Michael Penix, yardage-wise, he wasn't much better. But, he had 162 yards, so he was actually a little bit worse. But, like I said, he didn't turn the ball over. He also had 2 touchdown passes. Dude, the story of this game was just turnovers. I mean, Oregon State, Damian Martinez, 26 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, Washington as a team, they ran for 110 yards, 4.4 on the ground, or 4.4 average on the ground with a rushing touchdown. These teams were really, really evenly matched. And again, it just came down to turnovers. And DJ Uiagalelei, just making critical mistakes when you just can't do that as a quarterback in those situations. You can't turn the ball over. But dude, give credit to Washington. They just find ways to win these games.
Nah, for sure. And I think the one thing that we gotta say, especially when we going back to like those DJ Uiagalelei numbers, like him throwing for 164. Not only is it low for the NCAA, but like that Oregon State, that 8-2 record, coming into the game, like those 8 wins, DJ Uiagalelei is usually somewhere in the ballpark of like 300 yards a game. Like he is a gunslinger. That team survives and thrives off of him just chucking that shit.
I mean, dude, you could argue they've got 2 of the best receivers in all of college football. Rome Odunze, 7 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. People need to start talking about him as, maybe the second best receiver in college football. Obviously, Marvin Harrison Jr. at Ohio State is the best, but Rome Odunze for Washington has a serious case to make to be the second best receiver in all of college football. Like, if you haven't watched this kid play, he is an absolute stud. But, I mean, again, dude, just give credit to Washington. They just find ways to win. I mean, Oregon State, they've still had a great year. They're 8-3. They're 5-3 in the conference. Jonathan Smith is going to be a head coaching candidate for a lot of bigger schools going forward. He's done a tremendous job with that program. But, you can't turn the ball over in these big games like that.
No, you can't. Especially, I mean, we've said it a couple times. Now we're in the washing machine, but it is just the truth. Like, these two teams are very close to each other in skill level, and it really did just come down to the sloppiness of play for Oregon State. I mean, turnovers, bad penalties, and they just showed the one kind of rough PI that led to a Washington touchdown. And you can't beat the best of the best with sloppy play, almost point blank period, unless you catch one of those teams on the worst day of the season.
And
and
Riley, I mean, just so, again, we always talk about third down efficiency. Washington was 6 of 13. That's pretty fucking efficient. Oregon State was 3 of 12. They were 3 of 12 on third downs. That's not going to win you games. But, dude, here's the crazy thing. Oregon State actually outgained Washington in total yards. They had 317 to Washington's 272. Oregon State has got to be thinking, damn, we really should have won this game. Like, we were the better team. We just played sloppy football when it mattered most. And that's, dude, as a player and as a coach, like, this. That's the shit that hurts when you're like, damn, we should have won this game. We just fucked up.
Yeah, nah. Shoulda, woulda, couldas are the worst.
They really are, man.
Those games are always painful. Like, there's nothing. You just sit at the end of it, you're sitting there and you're just like, well, I mean, we just got to be better. I mean, there's nothing hurts worse than having to sit there and know in the heart of your heart that you just had to be better.
Yep.
Like, you didn't give that 100%.
You just,
like, you left something on the field that could have been better, and like that, every time that's gonna sting. That's gonna be the one you think about laying down at night.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's, coaches say it all the time. I know people get sick of hearing it, but in a game like this, against 2 relatively evenly matched teams, it just comes down to execution and making the plays when you have to. And Oregon State didn't do that. Washington did. That's why they're 11-0. Washington, they just know how to win football games. And that's all.
Yeah, no, they really do. That squad knows how to win a football game. I think they're probably one of the more dangerous teams in that top 4 just because of, like, obviously Georgia's Georgia. Go watch our Georgia-Tennessee breakdown if you want to see how dominant they can be. But Georgia's Georgia. But besides that, like in any of the, like, if you look at like the top 5, top 6 teams, like all the possible combinations of the top 4, the college football playoff top 4, like Washington is a team to me where it's just like, I think that they could really fuck with all of the other teams because they just find a way to win every time, no matter what. They can take whatever lump on the chin you throw at them. Like, they make the plays when they need to make the plays. And that's it. I mean, you can't ask any more of a football team.
I mean, Riley, just so you know, like, I don't know if you were watching the highlights. That was DJ Uyunglele throwing back-to-back interceptions.
Oh, dude, listen. I've seen it before. I've done it before. See, what he's going to back it up with is something like this right here. Little short dumper that someone else is going to take.
For, 25, 30 yards.
He's like, look at that. See, I am a good quarterback. Nah, he is a decent quarterback. I don't know what it is, man. The dude doesn't have the ice cold chili chill bone. You know? Like, there's that ice bone that some people just have that makes them truly clutch, and that is DJ Uyunglele's problem, is it just doesn't exist in his body, dude. I don't know what it is, man. I feel bad. I really wish, I wish the best for him at Clemson. Like, he had moments of being an absolute sparkling, shining star. The dude's got a cannon for an arm. It's just not an accurate cannon. Sure. I mean, you could shoot it at a dude right in front of you and it might land beside him.
I just think he gets rattled really easily in the pocket. That's...
Yeah. And I think that goes with what I was saying about the ice. Like, he just doesn't have the ice.
No, I agree with that.
Like, as soon as the pressure hits, he melts.
I mean, but dude, and on the flip side, I mean, Michael Penix, he just seems to make all of the clutch plays. The dude is really...
Yeah, he's the exact opposite. No, for real. Like, when you talk about, like, personality and, like, composure, they are, like, probably the opposite of the spectrum with, like, very similar, I'd say, talent levels. Not necessarily, like, talents, but, like, talent levels. I think they're very similar. But, fucking Michael Penix will just... I swear to God, he would, like, if he would be a sniper in the special forces if he wasn't being a quarterback. The dude is so cold.
True. Very true.
Like, yeah. Now, this was a great run by DJ Uyunglele. This is what I've always loved about him.
He's very physical.
Is when he gets those feet rolling, he is a hard man to stop.
Kind of reminds me of Logan Thomas back at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see DJ Uyunglele's tight end debut in the NFL. He's going to go play tight end for the Commanders.
I mean, you know what? He'd probably be pretty good at that, to be honest. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a good athlete.
He would be way better at tight end than he would be a quarterback.
Very true.
Once again, I don't want to talk too much shit on DJ Uyunglele. But the man doesn't have a quarterback clutch bone, but I bet you he would be a pretty fucking good tight end. I really like quarterbacks turn skilled positions are always like some of the best.
Okay, Riley, this is a random ass question. But gun to your head, if you're Clemson right now, would you rather have Cade Klubnik or DJ Uyunglele?
All right, here's my question. I just want to clarify. Am I getting this year's Oregon State DJ, or am I getting the DJ that played at Clemson?
You're getting this year's DJ, and you're also getting this year's Cade Klubnik.
I'd probably take this year's
really?
DJ. I mean...
Wow.
Yeah, Cade Klubnik just doesn't make the best... I mean, like... I thought he was going to be way better than he doesn't make the best decisions.
No,
I mean, we talked about it in the overtime loss to Miami. Like, he was supposed to hand the ball off, and he himself decided to keep it and failed.
Yeah, even Dabo was like...
And lost
even
the
Dabo
game.
Swinney was like, yeah, that wasn't a read. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, no, he was like, that was supposed to be a handoff. He
Like,
shouldn't
dude,
have kept
we
it.
knew that. If you just watched the play, it was clearly like a handoff run play. It was supposed to be a gap run where, like, Will Shipley had the hole. I don't remember if it was Shipley or Maffa. It was Ship.
No,
Yeah.
it was Ship. It was Ship, and he had the fucking the hole. It was an off tackle, whatever. It was an off tackle zone, and the hole was fucking big enough to drive a fucking truck through. Because they committed to the middle, and I'm just always flabbergasted.
Shocker, dude. Like, the DN, no one fucking blocked him because it's he's the backside DN. It's supposed to be a handoff. You expect Will Shipley to be able to not get tackled in the backfield by the backside DN. But Cade Klubnik takes it, and he just runs right into the DN. Like, it made no sense to me. It made no sense.
Because even if DJ kept that, I think DJ would have scored because that's a big motherfucker and he can truck some
True,
kids.
but Cade Klubnik cannot do that.
Nah, he's a little small. So honestly, I would take DJ over Cade. Cade he makes a lot of rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
And he's not a rookie anymore.
No, he's not. I mean,
and that's DJ has a lot of the same problems. I just think his upside is a little bit more at this point. Just like with DJ, you see these flashes of stardom in Cade Klubnik. I mean, the ACC championship last year.
Yep.
Yeah, last year when he came in and won the MVP, like, he looked amazing, did great. I just want to see more of that. Where'd that go? Why'd it leave? Where'd it go?
I think Tennessee fucking broke Cade Klubnik last year.
Maybe. It's fair. It's a good call.
Anyway,
but,
dude, why are we talking about Clemson? This is a fucking Washington-Oregon State video.
Well, because we were talking about DJ Uiagalelei, you can't talk about him without talking about Clemson.
But yeah, man, just like we said, bro, you got to give Washington credit because, again, not to keep on talking about Clemson, they remind me of like those early, like 2014 through 2016 Clemson teams where they just found ways to win. And, it's like, because,
consistently,
just fucking Washington, they brought their own guts, bro. They continue to bring their own guts.
BYG, bring your own guts. Hey, man, 22-20. That's a close game, and that's a win you could be proud of.
Yeah.
But speaking of other things, you can be proud of us here at the Trash Talk Tailgate. You can be proud of us and the content that we bring to you people.
It's true.
And you can show us your support by commenting and subscribing on everything and watching all the videos, all the new breakdowns. Let us know how you like how you like the new format.
True.
And keep coming back and watching our videos, man. We're going to keep pumping out the content. We've got great football coming, and not just college, also the NFL. We're getting to the end of the season. The postseason is coming. We've got playoffs in the air. It smells like football is about to get real intense. And you got to keep coming back to the TTT as we walk you through it.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Once again, we're so sorry we were gone the last 2 weeks. Y'all don't even want to know the kind of shit we were dealing with, but we're back and we are better than ever. We appreciate all of y'all, but now we got to get out of here. See y'all later.
Peace.